Good day. It's Saturday afternoon and a little bit of harvesting of courgettes, 4 of which have been given away, and I've got 3 for myself, which are going to be made into courgette, potato and sweet corn soup. Bit of tinker time with the tomatoes. The bed in front of us, in front of the beans, I haven't done those yet, but I'll get on with those shortly. And then I bashed 2 rebars in to stabilise, well, one to stabilise the sunflower. Then I put a really tall bamboo in. That bamboo is actually, I've just realised, my measuring bamboo that I use when I do the Hanwell Sunflower Competition judging. But I put that in, and then I put a rebar next to that to hold the bamboo in, and then have tied the sunflower in. Fingers crossed. And I've also taken off some of the leaves so that they don't act as a sail. And in fact, I think I may take off just a few more. Yeah, I'm going to do that. But yeah, that's it for today. I've done some watering of the lettuce that I put in earlier in the week, and also of our brassicas, which are in the grow frame. So yeah, but look, you can also see in our bean rows, the Golden Gate on the left, how they're really dying back now. Just amazing how quickly they've gone over this year. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to take a few more of the leaves off the sunflower and then wend my way home. Bye. Oh, good day, and look what greeted me today. Fox action. Covering up 2 of the lettuce that we put in earlier in the week. Hole, obviously scrubbed up where we planted seeds, and a hole over there. I mean, I'm glad to know that Brush or Felicity is still around, if it is indeed them. But yeah, I'm gonna have to uncover our lettuce here. I mean, the good thing is the lettuce haven't been grubbed up, and the seed, oh, is that a germination of lettuce seed there? Oh, I think it is. Oh yeah, there's our lettuce. There's another one. Oh. Anyway, I will sort that out. And in fact, because there's fox action, it's best to have done that with gloves, so I will put gloves on. I've got some hand sanitizer, so I'm going to hand sanitize. Our squash, I was looking at these yesterday thinking, gosh, they're still doing really well, though in this grayer light today, I can see that some of the leaves are beginning to die back. We do have a couple of, you see one through there, not sure you can, but there's one in there. But it's not going to be a squash year for us. Oh, there's one down there, look. A yellow one with a slug underneath it. Yeah, it's not a squash year for us this year. We'll be buying Crown Prince for sure to make soups and stews and things for the autumn. Anyway, that's not what I'm going to get on with today. Oh, and I found this. It's another type of money plant. I found that on the way down. There were 4, so I took one, which is lovely. We've got one at home, but I love this one. I brought the compost down. I've got a flask with me. much tidying to do, particularly in the shed. I'll give you a look at the shed now. Much tidying to do, but one of the jobs I'm going to do today is with the Mizuna. So hopefully you can see in there that all of these are now well dry. These are the seed pods here, and look, if I open those up, oh, you can see the seeds just pop. The black inside, see all those seeds. So these are all Mizuna seeds. So I'm going to get my hand in there and give all of that a real good scrunch. So that's our Mizuna seed, all winnowed, i.e. I've blown the chaff out, and there's thousands of seeds there. These will go into the fridge and will be good for, I would say, a good 7 to 8 years, as long as they stay in the fridge dry. But we're going to be sowing some of these today, because why not sow Mizuna for the winter? It's a good time to do it. And all of this is all the chaff, and that is going to go into our compost just like that. This seed here is Golden Turnip, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing with these. You can most probably see that these are sort of bigger seed pods than the Mizuna, but the seeds are going to be very similar size. So yeah, I'm going to do exactly the same thing with these now. Here's our Golden Turnip seed, quite a lot of brown seed in there, so it's brown and black, and quite a few of these are smaller than the Mizuna seed, and as you can see, quite a few less, but still plenty for many years sowing. So we're going to sow some of these today as well. I'm really glad to have got that job done. Maybe it will give me some impetus to tidy the rest of the shed next week. I'm sure it will, in fact. And what I've done with the paper bags is I've use black pen to rub out Mizuna, or black out Mizuna, and the date June 23. Same with the Golden Turnip, and then I folded those up and put them into a cupboard for use next year. Because when you're seed saving, a strong paper bag, a really strong paper bag like those Amazon delivery bags, are really good. Or something natural, something cotton, calico, something like that. But it needs to be a very fine fabric, because some seeds can be really small, like lettuce seeds. So the lettuce head that we harvested here, as you know, that went into a tight, sort of tightly knitted cotton bag, and that's hanging in the shed at the moment, drying out. But yeah, so when did we sowed the Golden Turnip earlier this year, and then it went into the bed. They went over, is that right? No, I'm wrong, aren't I? Those Golden Turnip that we saved seed from, they actually overwintered and then in this growing season they flowered and went to seed. So I saved the seed. That was in June of this year. And the Mizuna, you may remember, it was growing right next to me here in the poly. Again, overwintered, gave us decent harvests, and we let that go to seed. And yeah, you know, we've got plenty of seed there. That's the Mizuna. So I've now put them into a glass jar, and there's a bit of paper in there. I don't think you can see that, but there's a bit of paper in there that has got Mizuna on it, and 6th of 2023, which is this year, or is a wasp. And then this one is our golden turnip, so it's got golden turnip on the piece of paper. I do sometimes put a label on the outside, but I sort of prefer to put the name in the glass jar, because they sit in the fridge, sometimes they can get a bit sort of damp, or something can rub against them and the outside label can come away. So I like to put the label inside the glass jar. And these aren't going to go into the freezer like we normally do with beans when we're saving beans and peas. These are just going to go directly into our fridge. But before that, as I say, I'm going to sow some of these. The Mizuna I'm going to sow in a half tray, thinly, and I'm going to modular sow and multiple modular sow the turnips into one of our larger modules here. You've seen me do that before, so I'm not going to show you today. You know, I'll link to another video that I have done, particularly with the turnips, and the Mizuna I've sown in the same way as I will sow in the same way as I sow lettuce. So I'll link to the lettuce for the Mizuna sowing. But if you've got any questions on that, please do put them down below in the comments, and I will get back to you. Yeah, it's been another funny week. If you watch Sunday Chat, you'll know that my mum had a heart attack last Saturday, which we found out after last week's recording of Sunday Chat. And it's obviously been a sort of slightly funny week because of that. But I'm glad that we are both on the mend from the virus that we have. Richard and I are on the mend from the virus that we have. And Mum is, fingers crossed, on the mend and will be back at her care home in Guernsey relatively soon. You know, Mum is 91, and as I say in Sunday Chat, you know, one needs to understand the process as we get older, you know, and the stages that we go through in life, in fact in the whole of our life, you know. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to start waffling clearly. Just one other thing, I gave quite a lot of courgettes away the other day, as you know, and when I got to my shed today, there was a really big bag of potatoes from another plot holder here in there. So, you know, this allotmenteering lark, you know, it's glorious when you get on with people and you share, you know, you give and people give back as well, or not even give back, you know, just you give to one person and somebody else gives you something, you know. It's that whole fostering of community that I really do love at an allotment. And as I've said before, you know, there are plenty of challenges, you know, with people at allotments. But anyway, I won't go into that now. Right. Thank you very much for watching this additional part of this week's A Week at the Plot. So this is a Saturday and a Sunday segment because it's Sunday today. And I'll see you again through on Planet Vegetaria through next week with further segments of A Week at the Plot. And if you watch this on YouTube, there'll be another upload or two in next week. So there'll be an upload on Monday for sure, and there may be one on Wednesday or Thursday too. See you very soon, and all I'm going to do now is this little bit of seed. Oh, get my voice back first thing, a little bit of seed sowing and quite a bit of tidying. Though I might go home and read my book. I think I might do that. Right, I'm going to go before I really start waffling. Happy growing to everyone, and let us know how you're doing at your gardens, your growing spaces and your allotments. See you very soon. Bye.